Hello, hello everyone. This is Amy with Simply Elizabeth Crafts, and I have one more card using the Cozy Christmas October 2025 paper pumpkin. These were the cards on how they were intended to be created. Right there. And those are the ones I made when I first got the kit so that I could show you those. That is making 3, 6, 9. 9 total cards. If you do it exactly how they have it, you can do 9 cards. And then I stepped outside the box and we did these two on Monday on our YouTube live. And then tonight we're going to do one more. Of course, this video is not live. I'm sorry for that. It took us a little longer to get our trunk or treat stuff done. So I am home now and I'm doing this video so that I can get it uploaded for y'all. So this is the card we're going to make. So the kit comes with the word joy, but we're going to replace it because it also comes with this ornament. So for the O, we're going to cut out the center of the ornament because I felt like having this little bit of velvet for our O really kind of set it apart. And so that is what we are going to create tonight. We're going to take our pecan pie, fold it in half. And then we're going to go ahead and attach our insert because, you know, I always forget to do that. All right. We'll stick that right on down inside. And then let's start building our front. Okay, so I took 2 of the pieces in the kit and put them together and then cut them at an angle. So what I was able to do was to use those pieces together and they would be at the right size that I wanted them. So we are going to actually flip these over on the back. We're going to align them together like this. I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to take some adhesive, or not adhesive, well, adhesive, but tear and tape adhesive. And we're going to take it and we're going to tape it together is basically what we're doing. And that's going to kind of help it stay. So you don't have to put it on another piece of cardstock. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. All right, so we're going to put that a little closer. We're going to put a little piece here. We're going to take this piece off like that. And then we're going to take and put a little piece over here. Maybe not that big. There we go. Put a little piece over here on this side. We're going to take that off. We're going to put this back on here so we can use that later. Then I'm going to grab my silicone mat. And we're going to flip this over. I have a piece of garden green cardstock cut. So we're going to take another piece of our tear and tape. So we'll use that one. We're going to tear it off and line it up right across that edge, the seam. And then we're going to place this over it. Just like this. Ta-da. Then we can flip this over and trim off our extra. All right. I'm going to see if I can even that up a little bit. There we go. Let's do this side. All right, perfect. Okay, then I have a brand new item to show you. So this is coming out in the November exclusives. And the reason we put adhesive on the back side is because we're going to wrap that there, flip it over, and then we're going to adhere it to that tear and tape we took the backing off of. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got that together. Now we can move that out the way. We can take our dimensionals and we can put them on the back. I'll move that one down just a little bit. And I'm almost out of dimensionals on this sheet, so we're going to use our edges. I'm just going to go ahead and cut them while I'm working on it. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to add one more just kind of like right there, since it's kind of a big open spot there. And we'll take all of our backings off. And the reason I didn't take off this part is because it's really just kind of keeping that together, so you can flip it back over and put your strip on it. But you don't want this to end up sticking to your card base, which would then kind of flatten that down. So that's what we're avoiding by not removing that adhesive backing. All right, so we're going to put that on the front. Then we are going to take our ornament, and let's go ahead and trim off all of these little pieces here. And it's real easy. Yep, I almost cut too much on that one. Okay, and then we are going to take, this is another piece that comes in the kit, and we're going to take this and we're going to kind of cut it. We're going to trim that, and we're going to trim this one. Then we're going to stick this about here. So we're just going to put some adhesive on it. And this is just going to kind of stick. I think I have it like this. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's going to be that way. And then this one is going to kind of stick down like that. Okay, so we're just going to put some more adhesive down here on the bottom, on the back. And we're really kind of covering up these two. This is really just there still so that it can adhere. All right, and then we've got that. All right, so now we're going to flip that over. We're going to add some dimensionals. And let's do this. And that. Okay. Once we have those dimensionals on, we're going to take off the backings, and then we're going to place this in the center. So this is going to be our center point of spelling out our joy. Okay. So then we're going to adhere that right here. And actually, we probably need to move it over just a touch. Well, kind of like that. Okay, that will work. We will go with it. So then we're going to take our J and our Y, and we're going to put some mini dimensionals on. Because it is definitely easier with the mini dimensionals on this. And there. And these little mini dimensionals will fit right there in those little, what I call the curly cues at the end. All right, and then let's do one here and one there. Okay, so then let's take off our backings. And our J is going to go right here. And just remember, not every one is going to, even when you create the same card multiple times, it's never going to look the same. Never, never, never. That is the joy of paper crafting, is that it does not always look the same. All right, and then this one is going to go here. And we're going to slide it up underneath as much as we can, maybe. Okay, let's actually take that dimensional and push it back some so we can get our Y up here. Okay, and then we'll lay that across. Okay, see, there we go. All right, now last but not least, let's take our embellishments. And I've really enjoyed the embellishments that came with the kit. So that's what we're using again. And we're gonna put one here, and then we're gonna put another one right here. Okay, there we go. That is the last card, and it's just quick and simple and easy. It just uses the parts directly from. There's no stamping on the last card. I like to do that every now and then with the paper pumpkin to kind of show you all the different ways that you can create with it. And then here are our 3 projects. Make sure that if you do want to place an order, you actually will have until the end of Sunday. It'll be 5 o'clock on Sunday, and then I'm gonna move it through to then because I was late on getting this done. But if you order $50 or more before tax and shipping and after you put in your Stampin' Rewards, then you will be able to get all 3 of these make and takes for free. I can't do any of the stamping for you, but I will send you the pieces that you'll need to create the card. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday, and we're gonna do a fun kit on Monday. I have decided we're going to make it real easy since I've got trunk or treat this weekend, and there's a kit that I've been wanting to put together. So we're going to do that. All right, everyone. See you then. Bye.